Good morning. You're welcome back to my kitchen. If you're seeing this face for the first time, this is Solishy and you're welcome to the family. To my returning subscribers, thank you all so much for tuning in. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make one of our favorite street breakfast in Cameroon, which is called Popoff and beans. Yes. Sometimes when I tell my friends here that we eat Popoff and beans, they'll be like, how can you eat Popoff and beans? Like, how does that work? Popoff and beans, it doesn't match. Yes, we eat Popoff and beans with pap for breakfast in Cameroon. Now you know. And it's so delicious. Yeah, it's so... So guys, I'm just going to show you how to make it. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you step by step. For the beans, maybe it's not going to be like how they usually make it in Cameroon. You know, when you are making something in a large quantity, you probably don't add some certain things there. So mine, I'm going to put some small things there, you know, because it's not a large quantity. Yeah. And as for the Popoff, you can also use it as snacks. You can make it at home. You keep it, you can give your kids to take to school. And you can just make it and put it in the freezer. Like me, I live alone. So if I make a quantity, like for example, like what we are going to do today, I cannot eat it also. I keep it. When I have visitors, you can remove it, put it in the oven, and it will be as fresh as though you made it that same day. So I've been talking too much. Let's just go into the making of the Popoff. So guys, for the Popoff, this is what we'll be needing. We'll be needing all-purpose flour. I'm using 1 kilogram of flour, a cup of sugar, salt. I'll be using 1.5 tablespoon of salt, a cup of milk. So this milk, I'm going to put my yeast inside and warm it for 1 minute in the microwave. So this is the yeast I will be using. This yeast, I bought it, for those who live in Switzerland, I bought it from Coop. And it is written here that it is enough for 1 kilogram of here. It's written here, reicht für 1 Kilogramm Mehl, which means it's enough for 1 kilogram of flour. So this is what I'm going to be using. And over here, I have ½ liter of warm water. So first thing, I'm just going to put this yeast inside the milk and put it in the microwave for 1 minute. Note, you can also use the powder yeast. This yeast is 42 grams, this particular yeast. So you can also use the powder yeast depending on the gram that is on it. I think you can use 2 sachets of powder yeast. Most powder yeast, they are having they are just 7 grams. So, but I think that also will be enough. If you've watched my gâteau recipe, you realize that I used 2 sachets of yeast for 1 kilogram of flour. I've put my yeast in the microwave for 1 minute and I just allow it to rest for a while so that the yeast will dissolve, and as you can see, it's already dissolved inside. And I'm going to put it now in the bowl. In order for all the yeast to come out, I'm going to add my warm water inside. So now I'm going to show you that I'm adding 1 cup of water. You can see here it's written cup and here it is. So 1 cup of milk. Milk is optional. You can as well just use Warm water for your yeast. I like using milk inside. Next, I will add my sugar. And then the salt. Like I said, 1.5 teaspoons. I don't like it too sweet because I'm going to eat it with beans, so it doesn't make sense to eat it too sweet or to add too much of sugar. But sugar, you can put as much sugar as you want, the way you would like it. Yeah. So I'll mix this. I'll be adding a bit of nutmeg for flavor. This is optional. You don't have to add it inside. I'm just putting just a little bit. Next, I will add my flour and mix everything together. So now I'm going to add another 1 cup of water, warm water. So guys, you want to mix until everything is well mixed, no lumps. Sometimes it's difficult to say no lumps, but do your possible best to mix it. And so we are done. And I'm just going to cover it and let it rest for 1 hour. It's covered and I'm just going to let it rest for an hour. And then we are good to go. So usually after mixing like this and you cover it, you want to keep it in a warm environment, because the warm environment also helps it to rise quickly. So guys, for the beans, this is what we'll be using. So the beans I'm using the kidney beans, the canned beans. I'm using the canned beans. This is the one I like, but usually in Cameroon, they use the small eye, the red beans, but the small eye, the one that's are smaller. Those ones, I usually don't like it because after eating it, they give me heartburn. And again, we are living in Europe, that sometimes it's very difficult to see this big kidney beans, the raw one. So, and most of the time when you buy them, you cook them. Some get cooked and some doesn't get cooked. So I prefer using these canned kidney beans. Next, I have a bit of grounded crayfish, seasoning cube. Over here I have white pepper. I have dried pepper, grounded pepper, chili hot. And in here it's my mixture of ginger, garlic and onion blended. I have some chopped onion, salt and tomatoes. For the tomatoes, I use 3 small round tomatoes, not too much, because like I said, it's to eat with Popoff, not with rice. So the way you cook beans to eat with rice and the way you cook beans to eat with Popoff is a bit different, but that doesn't mean that the one we are going to make today, you cannot use it for rice. You can also use it to eat rice or fried plantain. Yes, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to open the beans and rinse it very well. So guys, after the beans is well rinsed, note some beans, they have a lot of sugar inside. It depends on where you buy it. For those of you living in Europe, you have Lidl. When you buy beans in Lidl, it has too much sugar inside. So when you buy that kind of one, what you want to do is to put it inside water for a while. But this one that I have, it doesn't have sugar inside. Funny enough, it looks like it has more salt than sugar. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put everything inside here and mix together. I'm going to put my crayfish, the white pepper, a bit of salt, my ginger, garlic and onion mix. I usually just prepare this and put it in the fridge. It is my cooking. So I'm going to mix everything now together. I do this because I want the spices to really get into the beans, and so at this point, if you have like a meat stock or chicken stock, you can put a little bit inside. But since I don't have, I will put a little bit of water, just a little bit, not too much. And then mix. I'm going to let that rest for like 5 to 10 minutes so that the spices will enter into the beans. And then while it is resting for that long, that time I'll be using it to fry my tomatoes. So you want to add some oil, some vegetable oil in the pot, not too much. You put your onion inside. Let it fry for a while, after which you add your tomatoes. And I'm going to fry that until it is cooked. At this point, my tomato is ready. This is how it looks like when it is ready. Now I'll be adding the beans. So the beans for the Popoff is usually made dry. Because I know some of my spices are inside this bowl, I'm going to put a bit of water, just a little bit. And put it inside. Stir it. And then you cover it for like 5 minutes to cook. So guys, it's been 5 minutes and this is how the beans look like. I actually was cooking it on a low heat because I never wanted it to get burned. And yeah. Guys, our beans is ready and it tastes yummy. It has just enough salt, enough pepper, and everything is just enough. Bring your plate, oh, can't carry a achumbo. Hey, 7:30. I will bring a plate, man. Put your on quick, no waste time. So guys, this is how our dough looks like. When it is like this, then you know that it has risen and it is ready for frying. So let's go and fry. My oil is hot and I'm going to start frying. And when frying, as you're putting it, you want to stir so that it doesn't get burned on one side. You want to do your best to put enough, because the more it is inside the oil, the easier it is to, the more you put inside the pot, the easier it is to turn. And you want to fry on a medium heat, because when it is too hot, when the oil is too hot and the heat is too high, the Popoff will not get cooked inside. So make sure it is on a medium heat and you fry until it is golden brown. Be careful also not to fry it on a low heat, because when you fry it on a low heat, it will absorb too much oil and then your puff will not be nice. So guys, you can see the Popoff is golden brown, and so is your Popoff ready to remove. And I'm going to repeat the process until everything is fried. So guys, the Popoff and beans is ready, aka achombo. Thank you for watching till this moment. If you've been watching till now and you still haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe and click on that notification bell for next video. If you really like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with friends, and leave a comment below in case you have any question or suggestion. And I will see you in the next one. God bless you. Bye.